This is Michi Hoyer, this is ACR Zakspeed, and today we take the USF 2000 car around for the third time in the week for the USF 2000 challenge on rFactor 2. So it's a hot lap contest with a Mazda car around Lime Rock Park, and we get currently ACR Zakspeed driver Robin Panzer sitting in the sunspot. So he got P1 with a 47.535. Massive congrats to him to pull in such a great lap, beating Kirill Burikov from FSR, beating Jonas Rivio, who has led the competition nearly for all week. Faster than Rudy van Buren, who gave the car a spin. Jakub Charkot, we were with him on a server like in the very beginning, and Yuri Kastrop, another GPV WC driver. So some very interesting names on the list. Jim Paris is in P10, Bojan Milan, the guy from GPV WC, Dennis Jordan, an ACR Zakspeed driver. So the top 20 is pretty crowded with recognizable names, and we are currently being displayed in P94. However, we did a 48.0 if you have a look at the second day stream, which puts us, I think we had a 48.16, which would be right here, so P26. That is what we have been capable of doing so far, but meanwhile, I'm hungry for more, and definitely want to get on with a better result. So, we give it another go, and I do hope that the rFactor 2 is starting straight away. My PC has given me a little bit of a headache in between. So fighting technical issues. Nevertheless, we're back on racing now. So, just waiting for the sim to start. This usually takes a little bit of time, which enables me to get on with something different. You guys know that I've been running a Patreon group for quite a bit some time, and as I found the need in order to create some, as someone has found me there silently. I mean, it was existing for like half a month, but I did not really promote it at all because of a lack of time. However, someone found me, and that like some sort of made me creating something out of it. However, just a handful of people have found their way into it, and I found myself being a little bit, well, you know, can't really can't really expect something from someone for not being able to give back what's really said there. So I've decided now, as a compensation for everything, to free up my Discord server, as you can find it in the description. Feel free to join it. You will find the Patreon groups there, and the Patreon people. You should still be able to talk to me like off the hand on that server for free. So that is why I enabled it for you to join. That link basically should never expire. If it does, just note me or just write me an email at hoyermichi@avidchronicracing.com telling me that this link is broken. Nevertheless, the Patreon group or the Patreon program itself still exists. So for those guys, you're simply joining in there in order to join the gaggle. You will be able to talk to me, you will be able to talk to the Patreon guys, but the Patreon only content is being displayed in a private part of this Discord server, and I hope you understand for that. Because it would be a little bit unfair to like treat you everyone's self, and some of you guys are given something, whereas the other guys who don't can or want not to give something to treat you the very same. That would be wrong. So that's why I went this way, and I hope you guys appreciate it. I hope I can see some of you guys there. I would like to see Michael Clark on there as well, since he is like contributing so much to the show. I hope he joins that free Discord, and whoever else wants to be in there, hand out some questions and get all together, feel free to do so. Right, Sitting in the server now, we got 2 hours left. We won't definitely not need them. We have an updated setup. Have we really been kicked? Right there. I hope a simple rejoin will fix it. Other than that, I need to go deeper into rFactor 2 files where I don't want, so to say. See what happens there. Sometimes those throwers throw you off there. Why you gonna have to do a fresh reinstallation there, Quattro? But it would be interesting to know that. So it took the set changes. For some reason I was just thrown off anyway. We now have the chance. Give it a go. Connection loss. You have booted. Received your server never received your stream ID. Please rejoin. Alright, fair enough. So what we're gonna do, and I can't see happen this because of Steam not being started yet. Basically rejoin that server. Should do it now. Hope that works a lot better. Fingers crossed on that. That is something probably that needs to be a bit sorted. Other than that, I do very appreciate the way of rFactor 2 handles their subscription or their sign in into the competitions. I think it's a very easy way to do. Like, just log on a website, subscribe to subscribe to the competition, click join, and then click on the Steam button, and everything is sorted for you as well. Just sometimes there are those little bugs, like right now. They can be a bit annoying, can they? But on the other hand, you know, it's for everyone. It's like the beginning, you know. So whoever wants to host a server needs to somehow find a way to keep track. Hey Jim, thanks for joining. So for the second time, we try to take a little bit more fuel in order to get ourselves in first. And I hope this time the server receives a Steam ID. Looks good so far. There you go. I start spinning all over again at the very first. Well, let's have a look. Need to definitely get on with the car again. I've done some FSR testing in between. This car obviously feels an entire lot different. Hey Nano, is Race Room a simulator or a simcade? That is a tough one. I would probably more consider it being a simulator depending on the car, before then saying it's a simcade. There are a few other games like Project Cars which I consider being simcade or F1 2017 way before Race Room racing experience, so that's about this. So we have a lot of fuel in the car. First lap we put together. Won't be something very great, will it?
That was a 48.94.
important to take a few runs first in order to get warmed up.
That was a 48.43.
Rip tires. So you were complaining about the sound. Is it just... Oh wait, let me see. You know, the real thing where rFactor 2 is a mess is the sounding. Like, it is very, very... Damn. Yeah, it's very difficult when it comes to the sounding settings. Audio, spotter, turn that down. Hope this will be better. Favorite racing game at the minute definitely is rFactor 2. I'm a pure rFactor 2 guy. I do love the physics, the physics model. I would also rate it the most realistic. As realistic as it can be with third-party content. So that is what people are saying now. No sim is as realistic as iRacing, which might be right on the one hand. That is, iRacing only has its custom car, its own designed cars. However, Studio 397 came around with some pretty nice GT3 package, and I also do believe that the Formula Sim Racing mod is not only enjoyable, but also somewhat realistic. Not saying that it is the most real thing ever, but it's definitely not far off the reality. That's how I would rate it. The setup is really nice. It's a bit unstable, but it seems turning very nicely around the turns.
The lap was a 47.96,
which is definitely a personal best as far as I know. Wow. And that is not even with all fuel taken away. So 147.962 puts me behind Kill Bill. Am I able to see who that is? Would love to share the picture with you, getting it on screen. Oh, there you go. So 47.962 puts us 23rd. Kill Bill currently with a 871. Can we find a 871? No, we can't. Kill Bill could also be Kirill Birukov, if you ask me. He would be one of those guys using a lot of different names. So Unknown Race Driver 96, I hope I somewhat was able to answer that question to you. As we now take out the fuel in order to unleash the final few tenths of the car. And you will see me now within a good hour of a do or die. Hey Michael, thank you for joining in, thank you for being here, and thank you massively for your donation from today. I hope your shoulder is fixed and your shoulder is well again, and the tornadoes are somewhat stopping to happen, as we are entering June very soon. And yeah, Michael, maybe you've seen it in the description of the video. I've updated the Discord link, which is free to join for you. It's free to join for everyone, indeed. So not only the Patreon guys are on that Discord, but also everyone that's interested in having conversations with me having conversations with the crowd here, feel free to join that Discord, and I would very much appreciate it, Michael, if you would join that as well. Too fast and too turn one. As I said, it's going to be a lot of trial and error. Maybe I would also suggest the brake balance is a bit off. Quickly change that. Hey Roma. Or Roma. I have no clue how Roma is spelled. Please do me a favor. If it is Roma, spell your name with one O. If it is Roma, spell your name with O-E, so I do kind of know what kind of way to spell it out. Can we actually sweep ourselves in the mid-47s? That would be so great. Alright, I'm still alive. Have to do such a sweet lap, it's ridiculous. Pretty sweet spot there, and I have an idea why the brake balance was set like this, or the brake pressure. So Roma, yeah, I'm sorry. You might have to send me a voice message or something so I can probably pronounce your name, since I'm aiming to do that, because it's more than just respectful calling people's names right, calling people's avatar names right, so they know exactly that they are talking to. Hey Joao, there on Twitch, is there much difference between the physics of this game? And I said yes. There is so much difference, like I cannot even describe it. Some cars on the Assetto Corsa really feel off. Like I've raced the Mercedes-Benz SLS GT3. The car literally has no brakes, and yeah, you can't even spin it on the braking, which I find is pretty wrong. A little bit too much wiggling. Nope, that lap is for trash already as well. Alright Roma, I will do it after the session just to have an idea. Congrats on your good performance in the last FSR race. Really caught my attention there a bit. So yeah, I'm interested for seeing more. And now this is the point of time, you know, I've just put in some sort of great lap, you can say, with a high fuel. And now I'm on the lower fuel value, not really able to get somewhere near that performance of that one lap, which is a shame. You know, you keep trying and stuff. Not allowed to do that. You take yourself so much momentum away onto the straight. Trying too hard, maybe? Yeah, I can see that right now. Joao, I would love to get you a better stream quality out there, right there. Usually the stream is somewhat okay. Right now I can see my uprate bouncing between 10 and 5, whereas usually it's bouncing between 10 and 8, where it is sufficient. And I hope it settles itself up a little bit as we got massive thunderstorms crawling around in the outside. Man, I want to get into the top 20. Really. I'm pretty sure that I can do it. That was a good exit. Now turn it into a good lap time. Be awesome. Yeah, but you need to stay on the rubber line. Nope, I'm trying too hard, way too hard there. This is actually ridiculous, you know, you put more fuel in and the car feels better than with low fuel. Feel free to point fingers at me, but I'm definitely no hot lapper. Yeah, Michael, you're right, I just should enjoy it as much as I can, rather than try going hard for it, but it's in my nature, so difficult to tell myself to shut up a bit. Not allowed to touch these curbs. Oh, we've thrown away a good lap. Not just in the final turn, but literally after the uphill right-hander. Actually, turn 3 wasn't good already, and the rest of the track just made, or the rest of the lap just got worse and worse. Yeah, Robin, I did that try with 6 liters of fuel on board. Like, I just wanted to get in, took the car out for the second time, for some reason came around with that lap time. Setup is good. It's very turning. It's also, it's nearly a bit too close to spinning, but it feels fine overall, you know. It's definitely very hard to get the lap together, that's what I can say. And I probably would need to sit here for 2 hours continuously lapping, and at some point the golden egg turns around. Much of a wiggle there. That turn didn't look so bad until I crashed into the wall. Yeah, you're absolutely right about that, Robin. Just, you saw me losing it on the exit of 3, totally losing the momentum towards this acceleration zone. It's so easy where you can lose it. But you know, for just 1 lap, I mean, if you get unlimited tries like in this round, it's very good for the hot lappers. And with hot lappers, I don't mean that disrespectful, don't get me wrong. For a classic definition, hot lappers are known to be very quick on 1 lap, like doing time trial and stuff, but tend to have not the best consistency for a race, so that is when they can be wounded quite heavily. Nonetheless, they are great race drivers in the sim races, because they definitely know how to drive a car real quick, and in all qualifying sessions they are found at the top of the list. Oh, for God's sake. Purple's first sector. Well, Cody, the Q mode on the FSR car. Side note for the guys watching this. Cody Blanton has taken out the FSR car for the very first time. I just found out that the qualifying mode on the car is, let's say, a good party mode for what is, well, what people say is on the Mercedes engine in the real Formula 1 car. So yeah, big party mode, engage it and you'll be fine. Yes, J Sim Racing, you have to get this lap or the run around here absolutely spot on to find yourself in a very good position. But with people having time all day long, or all week long, there is no excuse. Also, there was no excuse for not hitting the curb right. Robin, is it still that you take the outlap considerably slow in order to have good tyre performance then on the actual lap? TNF1, thank you very much indeed. Still, I can go quicker. Once again, I miss it. It's ridiculous. Maybe the tires are even too cold for that turn, so you need to get that perfectly right in order to then have the advantage over the rest of the course. I warned you guys, this is a lot of try and error right there. So you will see me crash and fail a lot, and at some point there's going to be the, let's say, 47.8, maybe then there comes up the 47.7, maybe we'll work our way through towards the E1. Hey Charles. Yeah, you could be right, actually. Could be a very true point. Yeah, extremely cold tires here onto the lap. Maybe that works it out pretty well though. Fingers crossed. Fair enough. I mean, it's good to know where you find the time, or where you can like consecutively find it. Can't get it together. I would be happy with 2.5 tenth improvement, definitely. Could take that straight away. Oh, I can't believe it. Oh God. There you go. 1.5 tenths to find in the opening sector. Another half or a full tenth to find in the remainder of the track. Makes the 2.5 sectors difference I'm looking for. Sure, Cian. ACR Zakspeed is basically my team, so I'm not just driver but also owner and team principal of ACR Zakspeed. ACR stands for Average Racing, which is the native team. But we call ourselves ACR Zakspeed because we are the official esports team of the prestigious German GT3 team Zakspeed. And they are currently running in the ADSC GT Masters. So they're running Mercedes Mercedes GT3 there. Yeah, we're obviously officially linked to them. So that's what is ACR Zakspeed about. Too late to snow. Bad. Just thrown it away again. Well, laser cutter, what time I am trying to achieve? The sporting brain tells me to do a 47.534. Which is 1,000 faster than teammate Robin Panzer, currently sitting in P1. But basically, I would be happy to see myself in P20, in the top 20, considering the amount of time I'm able to put in. Like, no offense, there are some like school kids or students or other guys. They are testing or trying to achieve great lap times. 3, 4, 5 hours a day sometimes, and I'm not going to judge these people. Obviously they have the free time, they can do it, so they do it, which is the very same I would do, but I can't. I have regular... Oh, for God's sake. No, it's not even worth trying that probably. Nah. Pathetic. Absolutely pathetic. You do the worst start ever into a lap, or what do you do afterwards? You put in the purple S1. So that is how you consecutively fuck up your laps. Because you keep trying and you try and you do good stuff, then you come around final turn in order to improve, you know? Bullshit that is. I can tell you that
The
is
lap was a
massive bullshit.
47.92.
How much time did I lost into the lap itself? Man. Right. 47.921 puts us at the, come on, there you go, into the expected top 20 zone. But I remembered that the counter was showing me a +1, no, a +0.1 on approach to turn 1, which is hit. So it could have been a time for P13. So I want to get into the 47.6s, be fully fair. That is very interesting, Cyan F1. So if you're interested in joining the ACR Zakspeed Codemasters F1 2017 group, write an email to Cody Planton, who was here in the chat, at Planton Cody. Planton, I write the email address quickly, Planton Cody at avidchronic.racing.com. There you go. He is the manager of the F1 2017 ACR Zakspeed group. Have a talk with him. He will get you up some questions in order to get known to you, to have some references of you, and then you guys can have some talks on further collaboration. And that is the whole starting point. You're welcome, Cyan. Can I please just repeat that sector 1, please? Penultimate corner, I lost a good half a tenth, I would say. But other than that, this lap felt good, felt really good. Ah, there you go, Cian. So Cody is already here in the chat. Feel free to talk to him on that occasion. So, or write in the email, however you want to do it. Feel free to do it. So now look at the massive gap there. Shouldn't have touched the grass. Cody? Nah. We're currently the ACR Zakspeed team in Formula Sim Racing FSR is full. So sadly there is no free spot, no free opportunity at the minute. However, we might have a look into getting a second team in for next year. So whatever that will be. So see, and this is rFactor 2. It's gonna be close.
That was a 47.86.
47.863. Interesting. Baldi, one of the fastest guy I've ever seen around race room racing experience, joining the gaggle. It's gonna be fairly close with Kill Bill. Yeah, I think so too, Cass, that Robin is I don't want to say quite safe, but I believe unless like Rudy takes his seat and says, alright, I'm gonna give this another 2 hours, I think Robin is pretty much in a safe spot at the minute. Don't demolish me with a 0.4, please. I'm so happy I ditched myself in the 47.8 now. Although, saying this, Robin is at the minute definitely one of those guys putting in serious time. Because just simply he can, you know. And this is totally free to him, obviously. Here we go, major improvement, I want to call this. 47.783.
47.78.
Right. I'm gonna warm up the bit. So, quick look because I'm curious myself. That is good news. In the top 10 we go. So just a good 10th, and then I'm considerably very happy. So somehow getting in the position I want to be. Getting very darn close. So actually we keep going. Thank you guys, thank you so much. Robin, it's kinda humbling me that you sit in that top spot, I can't believe it. Like, it's for the very first time I lose it right there, but Jesus. I can hardly believe how you did that lap. I saw it, but how you did it. Thank you guys. I still think the lack of my time is me being over aggressive. I do believe if I take it a tiny little bit more easy, could be a bit better. But you know, trying to get easy on the pedals and not like being too easy is a very thin margin.
That was a 47.8.
Yeah, change the title to top 5. I should have called it a top 10. But I thought, you know, sometimes, I mean, you're trying to make yourself a little bit in a realistic view. I have like 4 hours on this competition now, and even putting in that 48.0 was extremely hard, so for me personally I didn't think much below 47.9 isn't really possible. But you keep trying hard and somehow you're gonna make it. Yes, Ian, please check out the links in the description. I think very down at the bottom you'll find www.avidchronicracing.com. That is our official team webpage. Feel free to surf around it. And I'm pretty sure you will find something. I have no idea if that is the normal pit exit. Yeah, but finding them 600 or 700 on that circuit is a different story, you know. I mean, you just saw it. I called the 800th improvement a major improvement, which was probably around 6 or 7 spots. I have no idea really, and thank you Blauwerke for trying to help on that matter, because I also asked 2397 people like, what is the right pit exit, and people just say, well, go beside the safety car, wherever it's like possible to get out on track. So I did. No. I think I could try it straight ahead. Fair enough. A little bit too small probably if you take the right approach. Could be the quicker one. There you go. I mean, one thing people always keep saying about rFactor 2, I want to highly disagree with that, meanwhile, is that there is lack of competition. If you look at that leaderboard right now, despite it being a small circuit, whatever, having the top 10 being separated by, now let's take away the 0.5 guys, but having the top 10 separated by just 2/10, that is competition. That is serious competition. Hey George. Sliding a bit too wide, I believe. Tell you what, third gear all way, if you get it pitch perfect right, job done for sector 1. I think sector 1 isn't, apart from the first few meters, but once you are in turn 3, put it third, stick there, manage the rear end, and if you just slide it in the perfect angle around, you have RPMs high, you have power high, you should have a very fast run through sector 1. Maybe a short shift into second on turn 2 is required. Laser Cutter, thank you for bringing that point up, and I have to agree on you, because this DX11 improvement is a big milestone for Studio 397 and rFactor 2, no doubt about that. However, if you would look at Lime Rock Park, let's say in a Assetto Corsa, let's say in Race Room, if it would be available, let's say, I'm not sure whether it's available in Project Cars 2, but I believe it is, it would look miles better, no offense. And that is what rFactor 2 is lacking. And I'm lacking quite a bit of skill at the minute. So I could late brake into that turn, but have to very sweep it around. And now we're back to this try and error show, you know, you try to squeeze out the final 10th before you go on to the next step, and you're like, where the heck can you find all that time? Meanwhile, I'm so happy that the screwed entry that turned out to be a purple lap time or personal best for me in the end was actually beaten by another one later on there, which was the major improvement. But man, you know, it's so often the lap times that you throw away early which are the very best, because then you simply go out and try to stay in the rhythm for the rest of the track, and suddenly you pull out a great lap out of the back. As I now have a wrong approach for the final turn, I have to slide it a little bit in there, and just the last two times I tried to not lose speed on the entry itself, which is wrong, because then you won't make the corner, or you need to steer too hard, not being able to let the car go. Thank you very much for sweeping in, seeing F1, and hope to get some note of your talk towards Cody Blanton and F1 2017. Well, let's see, maybe there's some collaboration coming up. Come on now. That's a fair lot better. It's too slidey though, my understanding. No. That is a bad thing. But we want to keep going on and try stuff. All we do is keep more failing. Robin, did you touch the inside curb of the uphill turn? I do believe you didn't. Yeah, I'm somewhat trying to do exactly that. So once again, guys, I would like to introduce you to my public and personal Discord channel, which you can find in the description of this video, where you meet up together with the Patreon guys that are on my Patreon group. Obviously they will receive some extra goodies from me, but still, in order to build a community, I think it's the right way to go to make this Discord server public to you guys. That was an okay-ish run through that final turn, and I hope to see some of you there back again. You know what, I just found half a tenth in the penultimate corner, or even more. Yo, good wine, thank you so much for being there, and thank you so much for joining the Patreon group. Sorry, not the Patreon group, the Discord group. I will come up with, yeah, easy talking with some free time every now and then, sweeping by, having a little chat with you guys. Yeah, Charles, the final turn onto this lap was a really good one. However, I need to stay so close on the inside curb for turn 1, because that is where the rubbered line really is, and you need to somewhat stay on that rubbered line all the time in order to be in the right sweet spot. Very well spotted though. And also thank you for noticing to me. This exit has not been as good up here. Maybe that was the mistake, to not shift it into second right now, because that would have put on the engine brake right heavily. You see, I'm learning still. I believe the initial turn in, or the initial entrance into turn 1 was close to being perfect. Well, yeah, hitting it right is the big mystery. Also this corner, not allowed to touch the inside curb it's so difficult. To me, it is a very technical track, really. Don't get into the wall. There you go. Tires lit up to, well, that even gives me light blue damage. I'm not pulling off because of that right now. Very bad decision. Too quick. I'm not. I mean, I can go with that speed into that corner, but I have to be on the inside to then, when I need to stop, be right on the rubber line. And this would probably become the next meme, a rubber line. Right now, after doing countless sector ones and then aborting the lap, I'm so much in fear to not get those corners right here. Glitch. I found a glitch. I'm through the barriers. Anyway. And lost it right there. That was too much. So you're allowed to get on the curb but not over the curb. So Gregor Baldi already into the 48, so I'm not sure whether he has done laps before. Fast under the cover kit Google, the fastest lap time around here is Robin Panzer, ACR Zakspeed driver, 47.535, so good 2.5 tenths we're missing, and I'm pretty sure 1/10 is, a half a tenth is located right here into this uphill section to get that on a perfect sweet spot. And a full tenth would lie around here in combination with a final turn, getting everything right together. I can't believe what I just did. Oh, come on.
The lap was a 48.
What did I throw away? 0.7 hundredth? Was it a top 5 time? This first sector felt nice though. That definitely doesn't prevent me from trying it further. Not too long until I stop it though, because at some point you're simply gonna overdrive the car. Have to look in this uphill corner. I do think I went too far over the curb, unsettling the car. But man, that was yeah, that was painful. Sweet exit. Exit of turn 5 was a mess, turn 2. And once again. Yeah, and that is some gap then you simply don't cover anymore. Once again, you're not allowed to touch either curb, however you need to go so close to the track boundaries to make the lap time work for you. Yeah, curbing is bad around here. I've been told. I've experienced it. Literally, that curving itself is too much already. Alright, let's go. Anyway, we keep going for trying stuff. Too quick? Let me quickly see something, please. Would that have saved me any time? Well, probably half a tenth. It's borderline, it's very borderline. Anyway, a couple more tries to go before we then finish. Thank you also, Charles, for pointing that out. Well, that is very useful information. curb is a mess. Yeah. George, it's also as time consuming, as frustrating as it can be. Because right now, you know, this is the point, and I'm just calling this now, where you should stop driving. Because from now on, you're just gonna like be crumping on it, and you are trying so hard that you overtry, and at the point where you then let's say I come here minus 0.5 and I go over the top here minus 0.4, I either lose it at the next corner of being too cautious, or if I get it right, I lose it at the final one for the very same reason. And this is a big dilemma. And the screen freeze. Thank you very much indeed, rFactor 2, for ruining a lap that was, well, already ruined. But I would say perfect entering into turn 1 from then on. A tiny bit too early on the throttle, and maybe in second gear a bit too much torque. What I do hate about this sort of hot lapping is that you have to do a slow in lap, which completely tears off your feel. I would more love to like push that lap hard in order to get as much temperature as possible into the tires, to then have the perfect conditions on the lap itself. As I said, it's the point where you badly overdrive the car. Much more brakes required there. Yeah, despite this track seems to be flat out quite a lot and less braking required. In the zones where braking is required, you have to get it spot on. It is unbelievable. Not even sure whether I want to have that brake balance a little bit more to the front. Yeah, Charles, it's going to be the final try, I'm pretty sure. I had my fun, and maybe I'm doing some GT3 race later on iRacing. Still Suzuka is on. Maybe I get back to that for a bit different kind of racing, or to satisfy my my standard racing fun. Hit at that curb. Bad run through the exit. Yeah, it's time to stop now, definitely. Yeah, losing another time there. And drift sliding it through the final turn, into the gravel we go, into the barrier. And the engine's off. That means it's a perfect bombshell to end the stream right here. Anyway, I can go off this session with the head held high, definitely. So Greco Baldi into the 48.3s. Definitely putting an effort in here. So quickly waving a goodbye to the people. So I'll bring up the final sheet. Well, not final sheet. Final sheet for the stream. This competition is still on for 3 days or something. So gonna have a look whether to do something else right there. Anyway, speaking of the final sheet, there we go. Still sitting in that 10th spot by just a thousandth of a second ahead of Jim Parisis. Very, very close that is, and very, very big competition. So there you go. We got 3 people into the 47th 5. So Robin, if you're still around, Rudy van Buren decided to give this one a go again. 47.574. He's utterly close. Makes it even more hard for me to get into the top 3. Is it a target? Yes, it definitely is. Is it achievable? We may see. I'm pretty sure that getting the perfect lap together is some sort of an impossibility. However, I still think I was per sector 1 by half a tenth would be here. Gaining half a tenth through penultimate turn would be here already. Definitely a place I could live with. Not that a P10 is bad in any way. I think the guys in the top 20 know exactly what they're doing. And I enjoy myself sitting in that 10th spot at the minute. So guys, thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for watching. Once again, I can encourage you to join in the Discord group. Would be great to have some talk with you there. And other than that, please hit the like button, share and subscribe, tell your friends, bring them to the streams, bring them to the show and let this channel grow. That would be so awesome if you guys could help me achieving my goals. Other than that, guys, it's Monday. Good start into the week, everyone. I hope I see you guys back for some activity. That's it for the minute. See you guys later there. Goodbye.